Actually, Jacob Stones, we are on the air in the market time. Probably have our usual fancy set up today, but we'll do the best we can and look for the best. See what you think. The good news, audio. They don't have audio, I think. Oh, maybe turn it up. I don't know if there's a way to do that. Yeah, he said it's very quiet and garbled. I don't know. Mhm. I'm picking my been confused with my case. Well, but it seems like I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me, but yeah, here's the thing too. If you feel the feeling of trip, you didn't hear the good news. If it's put out the win against the Devils this morning, see the game. Yes, one last couple minutes, you see that victory out. Now we're going to pick on the BlueWater Hawks here for the first of the two games against them. Jackets sitting out. The first line looks like he's got McEnhill, Colehouse, Oldsguard out here. The Joseph and Dutchell back in defense. Yeah, ready to touch that. That goes down right in front of the middle. It comes back to the forecheck. The forecheck picks it up, keeps it up to Abby. Oldsguard. Oldsguard tries to get a piece of it, can't quite get it past the blue line. The forecheck clicking again, fighting with it back in the Blue Hawk zone, and that was going to get a quick shot into the pads of Vermont. We'll get a quick whistle there. 14:46 now in this first period. We're going to get a defensive zone face off here. So Blue Hawks pick it up. They send one in from the blue line. We'll get a second quick cover here by Vermontes for 14:40 left in the first period. Jackets are going to switch some things up. So you've got Douse Myers out on defense. Dar to take the face off along with Sullivan and Svensson. Hawks pick it up in the corner. They're trying to feed it out to the middle. And Myers able to fight it out. Sullivan trying to clear to the blue line, but the Hawks are able to send that one back into the opposite corner. Benson goes into the corner to fight for it. Dallas gets a stick on it. Blue Hawks try to send it, or Blue Water Hawks try to send it into the middle. It doesn't make it through traffic, and now it's going to be out of the zone. Hawks trying to take it back in. Dar trying to make a play on that puck. Hawks take it out, but right back in. They try to get a shot off. Goes into the skates of Dallas, and that one's going to slide out of the zone. Nope, caught again. Actually, at the blue line. Dardo able to fight that one free, and she's able to put that one out to Svensson. Svensson gets it just past the red line and sends it in deep to the zone. Sullivan on the chase here. She's going to try to pin down against the boards while that Jackets change out all the rest of the personnel, and it's going to now speed over here to the weak side as Hawks were able to clear that one. Vogelsang makes some contact in the middle, and Hawks send it all the way to length, and it's going to get a cover from Vermonte. 13:38 now to play in the first period. That goes down. Fighting for it there is LaRoche. LaRoche takes a man down. Hawks would have quit that backhanded shot just right into Fred basket for Vermonte, and another quick whistle, and we get another upcoming now defensive faceoff. It's going to be 3 or 4 defensive faceoffs here in the first minute and a half. Puck goes down, and now it's going to be picked up by the Hawks. Hawks trying to play that one around, but now it's going to be Flaherty in the corner. Flaherty trying to send that one around the back of pushing on the boards. Ori there to pick it up on the mid boards, but Hawks try to send that one in deeper. Pops back up to the stick of Ori. She's got it pinned against the boards. And it's going to be Vogelsang trying to come away with it. She sends it over to her defensive partner, Mullet, and Mullet able to feed that one up to LaRoche. LaRoche with a nice centering outlet pass to Ori. and that one's going to trickle into the Hawks zone. Jack's going to take this time to change, and all fresh legs on here. Hawks play this one up and out of their zone. There was Dar trying to make a play on that. Columnist gets it stuck in her states, and now that one's going to trickle slowly into Jacket's zone. Look, Torchic on the attack here as the Hawks trying to find the front of the net. Hawks play it over to the right wing side. They get it back to the blue line. Shot goes in and wide. Back to the right defenseman, and that one trickles to the middle, picked up by Clark. Clark trying to get this one out. Dar in there to help, and Dar's not going to be broken free. She's got Thomas with her. Bucky Thomas on a 2-on-1 attack here, and it's going to be, sorry, Dar and Thomas on a 2-on-1 attack. It's going to be, can't quite connect that last pass. Dar now behind the net, trying to make a play on the puck, and it's going to be the Hawks playing it up and out. Looking for that outlet. It gets caught under the skate, and the Hawks player goes down, picked up by Myers. Myers going to play it full weak side, trying to send that one in deep. Not going to be an icing call. And Hawks able to clear it out quick. Hawks have a girl with a clear line on the net. She can't quite click it quick enough, and Dallas there to break it up. Hawks try for a drop pass behind the net, little miscommunication. Now it's going to be Myers trying to get that one free. Hawks send that one around weak side with Dallas on the face. Dallas has Olsgaard up the boards. Olsgaard gives it a hard tap, and that one's going to be right on target, though. So no icing call as Polhouse goes on the long full ice pursuit. Polhouse trying to feed that to the middle, and McInhill can't quite make a connection there. And now it's going to be Hawks able to play that into neutral ice. Hawks have a 1-on-1 or 2-on-1 advantage here, trying to play that one through. Mullet able to get that just in time, break that one up. Mullet now picks it up in the Jackets territory, and attempt to clear that puck is going to go for an icing here. And so we were getting defense's zone face up a little more playing time that time, though. 10:53 to go in the first. Puck goes down to Czar. Czar gets it back to Mullet. Poked off the stick, and that's going to go all the way over to the weak side. Hawks trying to play that up to the middle, but it's going to slide behind the Jackets net again. Dar in the middle there with the help and protect, and now it's really Svensson trying to make some contact with that puck there right at the blue line, and that's going to pop out of play for another whistle. Puck down to Dar. It's going to be Bird who's got a Svenson's going to get a stick on it. Now Sullivan's going to go the length, and it's going to be a foot race, but not going to be an icing as Sullivan able to turn the jets on and get there first. Puck sliding back. Jackets trying to make this here another foot race, and we're going to have a penalty here as Gutfeld gets taken down, and Jackets are going to get their first power play of the game here. The Jackets going out with the 5v4 advantage, and that'll give us the first offensive zone faceoff here at the game as well. I think 18 to go in the first period. Puck send it down to Dar. She's got Sullivan and LaRoche out there with her. LaRoche trying to make a move to that puck, picked up by the Hawks. Hawks trying to loop it out, and they are able to get it past the stick. Jackets, Vogelsing and Dallas trying to regroup it in neutral ice. Hawks really on the attack here, and now it's going to be Hawks picking it up. They're going to try to send that one the length they do, and that goes horseshoeing on the net, picked up by Douse. Douse now trying to get it out of the Jackets zone, loses it off the stick momentarily, and now she's able to chip that one past the defender, picked up by LaRoche, and LaRoche feeds it to Dar. Dar going in with some speed into the zone, gets tied up there, looking for someone help in the middle, able to get a pass up to LaRoche. LaRoche makes contact that goes wide of the net, and now it's going to be on the stick of the roach again. LaRoche looking for a third goal of the day, and now it's going to be covered by the Hawks goalie with 9:30 to go in the first period. 1:16 left on the penalty. No personnel changes here for the Jackets. As Sullivan picks it up behind the BlueWater Hawks net. Vogelsang drops low on the boards, looking for an outlet. She hits Dar. Dar curls around the top of the circle, passes back to Vogelsang. Vogelsang tries to feed it to Douse. Drops it a little low. Hawks able to clear that one out. Vogelsang now again collecting and neutralize. She plays that up to Sullivan. Sullivan not quite able to get a stick on it, and we'll get an icing call here for on the Jackets. 9:03 left on the power play. The Jackets change it up a bit. It's like we've got Svensson, Ori, Flaherty, Dar, and Gutschall out as well now. Dar takes it behind the Jackets net. She's looking for an outlet out. Plays it up to Ori. Ori able to get a stick on it, but that is, I think she lost an edge, and that is going to go for another icing here. 37 seconds left on this power play, but it's coming down for defensive zone face-off again. Another personnel pinch. Looks like we've got Clark out here now. Flaherty taking that face off. Flaherty fighting for it. Hawks in it hard, trying to get it behind the back of the net. Dar picks it up. Dar looking for an outlet. She's going to take it herself out the top of the zone. Trying to play it past the defender. She gets in by herself again past the defender. And now it's going to go into the net. Looking for some help cleaning up. Puck's still loose, and it's another tick. Dar, I thought, how that puck was still loose, I don't know. But a couple of shots, dribblers go into the pads of the goalie, and we get another whistle. 16 seconds remaining on this power play for the Jackets, but we'll get another offensive zone face off here. Puck comes back to the defensive line. Douse sends it over to Myers. Myers back to Douse. Douse looking for a low shot. Doesn't quite make it through traffic, but Douse there dropping low on the boards, trying to keep that in the zone. It's going to pop free. Svensson, though, is there to clean it up, picking up, sends it over to Myers. Myers now trying to play it up. Gets it on the stick of Clark, but the Hawks are able to play it deep into the Jacket zone. Douse there to collect that one, try to play it up to the wing. And that puck, I don't know who that one up of, but a better shot from the blue line is going to make its way all the way to the back of the net for the Seahawks first goal of the game. So Hawks strike first, 8 minutes even to go in this first period. Jackets appear to have McInhill, Wolfsgard, and Pullhouse out here as their offensemen. Mullet and Volgasang back on defense. Puck's going to slide all the way into the Hawks zone. Hawks trying to quickly play that out. Mullet tries to drop low. Puck sneaks past. Volgasang got a 2-on-1 situation. Breaks it up beautifully off the stick, and it's going to be quickly attempted to turn around by Olsgaard. Olsgaard plays it over to Pullhouse. Pullhouse able to get it into the zone, but picked up by the Hawks. Hawks trying to play it out quick on the slip there. Pullhouse, but the Hawks able to clear that out. McInhill tries to make a play, and gets a collision. Ferguson now, nice clearing pass there to Pullhouse. Pullhouse gets it into McInhill. McInhill trying to fight through traffic as she enters the Hawks zone. And that one's going to go horseshoeing around again. Bogasang dropping low on those boards again, trying to keep that puck in. And it's going to be the Hawks on the attack now as they bring this puck into the zone. Great defense there by Mullet to break that one up. And now that puck's going to slide behind the Jackets net. Hawks trying to center that. Jackets trying to clear it. Nice clearing attempt by Dar, and she's going to get a penalty called or drawn there. And Jackets are going to get their second power play now of this game. So it's like Dar, Sullivan, LaRoche again on the forwards. Roberson and Douse back on defense. Roberson picks it up, tries to play it over to Douse. That goes a little wide. Douse though able to drop down, puts a shot off and behind the net. Roberson again with it at the top, bottom of the circle. She's going to take that one and leap it all the way around. Tries to play that out, and that's the one that gets slipping over the Hawks. And she's able to play that the link. just tuning in, no, you are allowed to ice the puck here on the power play on the penalty kill. So no icing on that. And Bucket's supposed to take it down the length again. Dot picking it up and gets it past the red line, sends that one in. She's going to go for a quick line change. Sullivan there to try to keep that in, and that is going to slide back into neutral ice. Douse there to pick it up. Douse trying to collect the puck, spins it over to Vogasang. Vogasang trying to play that one forward. That one contact made right as she struck, and now Vogasang is going to be the one to take it. She gets past the blue line, taking a shot with the body of a Hawks player, and Hawks now pick it up behind the back of their net. They try to play this one out. That's all to drop low and did a stick on that puck. Sullivan now fighting in the corner for it. She gets taken off the puck, but Flaherty there to pick it up. Well, Flaherty gets off the puck, but Sullivan back there to pick it up, and Simpson off the bench comes in and scores. Great teamwork there by the Jackets to take this game back to a tied ball game. Our play goal there by Svensson. Assist by Sullivan and Flaherty, I believe. Jackets now. Flaherty takes the face off. That one comes back to Laporchik. Laporchik sends it to Gutfeld. Gutfeld trying to send it up to Ori, and Gutfeld's just going to send that one into the deep zone as she had a lot of traffic on her, and going to be Hawks picking it up, trying to clear it out. Laporchik with a nice catch there on the blue line, trying to send it forward. Hawks able to stop it, but nice backfill by Ori to be able to keep that one right at the blue line. Hawks now going to try to go weak side as they look for some room to clear this one out. And Jackets, they're going to be able to get this one back in the zone. LaRoche looking for the back check, but Hawks able to get it out into neutral ice. Flaherty on the attach there, and now it's going to slide all the way to the backboards. Getzel there to collect it. He picks it up, trying to play that one out. She gets it over to Ori. Ori playing that over to LaRoche. LaRoche gets it out of the zone, and LaRoche is going to be on her own as the Jackets are going to change. Kohlhaas off the bench, able to get a stick on that one. And now it's going to be Hawks in neutral ice picking it up, trying to play that forward onto the stick of Mullet. And Mullet able to send it out, but that one goes quickly back in. It looks like we're going to have an offsides here on the Hawks. So we've got a neutralized face off with 4:23 to go in this first period. Face up here taken by McInhill. He's got Oldsgaard with her, along with Kohlhaas. Bogasang pays it up to Kohlhaas. Kohlhaas now trying to enter the zone. She gets just gives it a whack into the Hawks now. Hawks pick it up behind the net, trying to clear this one out, but Jacket's able to keep it. That's a quick pass from Oldsgaard to, or sorry, from Kohlhaas to Oldsgaard, but Hawks able to clear it out. Mullet riding the wing all the way down the ice, trying to keep that shot from going, but Hawks with a quick shot goes behind the net. Hawks now looking for another centering pass, but that is going to go to the stick of Kohlhaas. And Kohlhaas now going to go down the ice. She's got Oldsgaard with her. Kohlhaas loses the legs, but Oldsgaard's going to chase that in behind the Hawks net. Another line change coming up with his Jackets. Dar on the ice for Esther. She's trying to clear that puck off the stick. Oldsgaard still fighting for it. Dar now taking it behind the Hawks net. She's looking for an outlet. Dar caught up with the Hawks player on the route boards, but it's very Sullivan. It comes away with it. Sullivan looking for a shot, and she scores. Little fancy work there for Sullivan, and she gets it from Dar off the side and takes it in and puts some moves on it to put the second goal in of the game for the Jackets. That's a 2-1 lead now with 3:16 to go in the period. So Flaherty to take the face up. Thomas and Clark out there with her. Puck's going to slide into the Hawks zone. Hawks go back to collect it. Hawks send it around the back of the net. And now try to send it up the wall. Can't quite clear that one out. Jackets swarming here as they try to keep this one deep in the Hawks zone. Hawks now going to go weak side. But it's Douse there at the blue line to collect it. He's got pressure. It's caught against the wall now. Clark in there to help, and we're just going to get a whistle and face off is ref determined that puck is good and steps. Hawkinson going to see the stand, but it looks like we've got Pretzel on the forecheck out here on defense. Puck's going to go down, and Hawkinson's going for the Jackets. Thomas tries to go a quick shot on it. It's blocked by the speed of the Hawk player. Now it's going to be Flair to go to the other side, trying to keep this puck in. Is the forecheck, and that's going to slide past Pretzel out on the foot race. She's going to pick that up, try to play it back to Thomas. She gets that one up and out to Thomas, but Hawks now trying to cut this one in neutral ice. Going to slide all the way down into the Hawks territory as Jackets are going to Hawks are going to try to play that one up. They got a nice outlet opportunity by Ori there to pick a pocket, and Ori's going to go down 5-on-1 as Jackets go for the change. Ori looking for an opportunity. She can't get a clear lane, takes it back to the board behind the boards smartly to wait for her teammates, and now he feeds that out to Dar. Dar looking for Roche in the middle. Can't quite hit the stick, and now that's going to slide into neutral ice. Picked up by Mullet. Mullet looking for the outlet to Dar. Nice passing out. It's going to be Dar shooting toward the net. He tries again for LaRoche. He can't quite hit the stick. Ori cleans it up, trying to go to the score, and now it's going to be a whistle here for the net dislodged, I believe. 1:46 to play in the first period. I don't know if anyone can hear me, but I promise I'll get better at this. Up goes down to Mackinhill. Hawks trying to clear it out. Caught by Vogelsang, though, and Vogelsang able to keep it momentarily, but Hawks moving that into neutral ice. Hawks move across the Jackets' blue line. Vogelsang able to knock it off the stick, and it's going to slide behind the boards. And Vogelsang and Mackinhill both trying to clear this one out. It's going to pop loose. Hawks pick it up, looking for the wraparound or the centering pass, not sure, but that one slides into no man's land. It's going to be Olsgaard trying to pick it up. Vogelsang now trying to play that one up to Olsgaard, and the Hawks quickly pick it up. The Drax can go right into the breadbasket of Vermonti, and we'll get a whistle here with 1:13 to go in the first. Puck goes down. Myers getting chased behind the net. That's going to be Douse to break up. Hawks trying to play this one up to the blue line, and it's going to slide out. The whole house getting hard chased. Got Olsgaard with her, but Hawks going to win the race there. And Hawks now trying to go the opposite direction. That one's going to pop out. Kind of stick a Douse. Douse can't quite control it. Hawks don't get a shot off, though. And Douse takes a hard hit into the boards. Going to take that one out of the wave. And Hawks now looking for a centering pass. Douse trying to knock that one off the stick again, along with Mackinhill, and it is going to clear the zone. Hawks regrouping here, and they're going to send that one into the dump and chase. Douse again trying to play that out. Hawks can't quite catch it at the blue line, and it's going to be Svensson trying to take it, but that's going to pop back to Dar. Dar drop pass to Sullivan. Sullivan's shot was off the glove of the Hawks goalie. Svensson behind the net to pick it up. Net moves, but we're not going to get a dislodging, and it's going to be Svensson still fighting for it. She sends it to the front. Dar trying to send it for the net, but that trickler is collected by the netminder right as the buzzer sounds. So after one, Jackets were up 2-1 here against the Hawks. That's weird. I don't think of that. I don't think I have like a voice for radio, It's one of those things. It's the reason I'm in the booth. I haven't heard any complaints. But these are noise canceling, so I wouldn't hear them anyway. Okay, 15 in the belt, 30 to go. Jackets out for period number two. Looks like same lineup as we started with earlier. As Mackinhill, Toll House, and Olsgaard pick the ice along with Dutchell and McCorchick. Buck slides into quickly into the Hawks zone. Hawks pick it up behind the net, trying to clear that one out. That hard bouncing puck is going to go to Dutchell. Dutchell plays it over to Latorchik. Latorchik looking for Olsgaard, gets cut off in the middle. Latorchik gets another stick on it, able to shoot that one back into the jacket or into the whole Hawks zone. Hawks though able to play this one out in the neutral ice, looking for a outlet there, and it's going to slide all the way to the back of the jacket zone. Latorchik trying to clear this one out. Olsgaard gets a stick on it. Puck kind of floating there, and the Hawks in this one deep into the jackets zone again. Latorchik is the egg. Hawks looking for the front of the net, and it's going to be corralled there by Vermonti, and that's all to get a whistle. 19 to go in this second period. Well, personnel change. Looks like we're going to have Dar out to take the face off along with Sullivan and Benson. Puck goes down back to the the Hawks line, but that is going to be into the body of Sullivan. Sullivan puts the Jets on, fighting her way down to the end of the ice, but Svensson was tied up. Svensson now fighting for this puck. She's looking for the front of the net, doing some stick handling there, and that is going to be corralled by the Hawks goalie after a couple attempts in the late pads by both Svensson and Sullivan. Mullet and Bogasang back on defense. Didn't quite get to see that one at the pick that last time, but Bogasang there to pick it up. No shot, sends that one horseshoeing, picked up by Sullivan behind the net. He sends that over to Svensson. Svensson back to Sullivan. Sullivan looking for Dar in the front of the net, can't quite connect. That one's going to come back free, and Sullivan again trying to send it to the front. Dar picks it up at the top of the circles, can't quite corral it. Hawks trying to send it clear, but Bogasang there to drop in and get a shot on that, and she drops all the way to the top of the crease for that shot, but it's going to knock the net free. And we'll get a whistle here. 13:36 to go in the first. I think we're going to have Flaherty, LaRoche, and Ori, Douse, and Myers out on defense. Douse trying their best to keep that one in, but it's going to slide into neutral ice. Roche able to get a stick on it, send it back the opposite way. Defensemen of the Hawks pick it up, beat a deep pass as they send that one forward. But again, it's Flaherty to pick it up. Gets knocked off the stick into the skates, but Flaherty with the grit able to send that one over weak side deep into the Hawks zone. Flaherty still the one fighting for it, looking for Ori in front of the net. She hits Ori's stick, but that shot goes into the skates of one of the Hawks players. Douse again trying to keep that one at the blue line. Hawks now trying to bring it down the ice with speed. Douse with nice coverage, able to take the puck off the stick, and now it's going to go to Myers. Myers sends it up to Ori. Ori tries to send it back to Myers, and Myers able to clear that one into neutral ice. Hawks picking it up. LaRoche there with the swipe as she tries to take that one down. Hawks again collecting in their own zone. Jackets get a couple fresh legs on here, and Hawks bringing it down into the jacket zone. Doubt on the defense, taking her into the corner. Hawks looking for the front of the net, into the side of Vermonti. Vermonti able to close that hole on the by the post, and now Jackets still trying to clear this one out onto the stick of Douse again. Douse looking for Clark on the midboards, but caught at the blue line by the Hawks and sent horseshoeing around again. Myers now behind the net looking for it. It's going to go to Dar, though. Dar trying to play it up to Thomas. Can't quite get it past that midboard again. And again, Myers going to try that. And Thomas now he's going to clear that one out. Gets to mid-ice. Clark on the chase here, trying to really pin him down in their zone as Jackets defense really needs to change it out. Get one defenseman changed. Hawks moving down the ice again. Dar trying to make a play as one of the Hawks players lost an edge there, went into the boards. Hawks now trying to feed this one back to the middle. Comes back to the blue line, beat a deep pass. She drops to the top of the circle. It's hard shot. Barely deflected there by Vermonti, and Hawks now going to be the ones to collect it back in neutral ice. Hawks trying to make something happen. And that one's going to go all the way down into the Jacket zone for an icing call. So we'll get an offensive zone face-off with 11:17 to go in the second. We'll have McInhill, Olsgaard, and Kohlhaus as your offenseman out here with Korchik and Gutschall back on defense. Puck's going to go down to McInhill. Puck down, kind of caught in the face-off circle there. That's going to come back to Gutschall. Gutschall trying to play that one around the boards. It's going to sneak out, though. Oh, McInhill with a nice back cover. Girl's able to keep that one in, and Kohlhaus able to send it back behind the Hawks net. Hawks now trying to play it out on the opposite side onto the stick with Korchik. Korchik with a hard shot off the pads of the Hawks goalie. Kohlhaus and McInhill back behind the net now. Olsgaard out in front looking for a shot, but Hawks able to feed that one at the top of the zone. Hawks now looking for an attack, and they beat the defenseman. Try with a shot, and shot goes wide, and that's going to come out to Olsgaard. Olsgaard tries to play cross-ice to Kohlhaus. Kohlhaus can't quite make it to the puck, and it's going to be McInhill, but looks like we're going to have a whistle here for the lead remaining man on the ice, possibly. Well, Jackets will be on the penalty kill here. As looks like they send out Bogasang, Gutschall, I believe it's Sullivan and Jar. No discussion here, so you try to get this penalty up on the board. And we're ready to roll. So puck gonna drop to Jar here. She's got Sullivan, Bogason and Gutschall out with her. Bogason trying to clear that one out from the corner. Jar now dropping in. Bogason able to get a piece of it and send that one down the link for the ice. And that's going to kill some time as Hawks go back to collect. Bogason and Gutschall back on defense. Hawks try to play it out from behind their net. And it's caught by Dar. Dar is able to keep that one in the Hawks zone. Dar now still looking for the top here, and it's going to be Hawks now able to play this one out. Bogasang and Gutschall back. Bogasang trying to make contact there. She makes it pass on the blue line. Now it's Dar able to make some contact. Hawks not able to get the shot off here as Dar catching her on the mid boards, trying to push this puck out. Hawks come away from the boards with it, but caught by Bogasang, and now Bogasang behind the net trying to get this puck free. And a pop to the opposite side of the net. Gutschall goes on the attack. Pops up to the blue line. And Hawks send it back down to the top of the circle. Hard shot goes into the back of Gutschall, and it's going to be back up to the blue line. Hawks send it down to the opposite line. She drops down to the middle of the circle, and it's going to be Hawks again. Hard shot from the blue line. But Julia saw that one that way and able to corral it into the pads. So 2:43 left on the penalty. Is that correct? Did we have a 5 minute? I'm not sure. It was possibly or maybe a double. I don't know what it was, but we have a very long penalty. So still 2:33 to go on this for killing purposes. As Hawks now trying to make something happen behind the boards. Douse on the defense. Hawks now looking for. Looks like they were looking for the top of the circle, couldn't find anyone. They're going to go behind the net. Passing again looking to the drop pass there at the mid boards. Hawks take it again behind the net. Look, you dropped them low, and it's going to be picked up by Flaherty. Flaherty now going to take it the length of the ice. Flaherty trying to beat the defender here, and she's going to be able to just toss that one in behind the net. Jackets need to remember they're on the penalty kill here as Hawks now trying to take this one back the opposite direction. Douse looking for the play on that, and Douse and Myers able to work together to get that puck from coming off. And Hawks now almost able to capitalize on the line change there, but Jackets able to get in place just in time with Vorchik, able to play that one out to Dar tapping it over to Sullivan. Sullivan able to take it into the Hawks zone, but cleared off her stick, and now it's going to be going back the other way. The Hawks try to play it into the zone, cleared off the stick by Gutschall. Gutschall to Dar, and Dar able to get this puck all the way down the ice. As 1 minute remaining in whatever this obscenely long penalty was. The Vorchek trying to play that one forward, caught on the stick of one of the Hawks players. Hawks now trying to fight for it along with Dar. Dar with the stick on it. Gutschall able to try to sing it the other way, caught by the Hawks before it could go the full length. And now Hawks coming back the opposite direction. Hawks trying to get it deep in the zone. The Vorchek on the defense along with Dar down there. And now Hawks play it up to their defenseman. Hard shot from the line. Hard second shot. And a beautiful save there by Vermonti as Nuggets have 29 seconds left with this penalty. 7:05 to go in the second period. Puck goes down. Hawks with a quick shot, goes right into the legs of Mullet. Nice defense there. And it's going to be Flaherty who picks it up. She sends that one down the length. And Hawks forced to chase it all the way back into their own zone, trying to turn it around quick. But it's going to be caught on the stick of Bolgasang. Bolgasang now sends that one all the way to length down to those backboards behind the Hawks net. Jackets going to try to pen this one in here as we've only got 6 seconds as at the disadvantage. Hawks pick it up, trying to play this one up. And that one's going to come up to Mullet. Mullet sends it in. Tag up offsides also in effect here as Hawks pick this puck up. Hawks playing it forward. Flaherty picks it up, trying to play it up for Ori. Caught again by the Hawks player, but that's going to come back to Volgasen. Volgasen going to try to get ahead of steam. She takes it across the blue line, looking for a clear path at the net. Can't find one and sends it horseshoe into the weak side. Ori drops down low on the boards, trying to collect this one, but it's going to be the Hawks taking it back around the boards. Clark on the mid side, trying to catch this one from going out. Jackets do keep that one in, and that goes all the way to the weak side. Cam over there to pick it up. Thomas trying to keep this one in. That one's going to slide forward. Volgasang trying to keep it out of falling play there by a Hawks player to clear that one from the zone. And now they send that one all the way to the opposite side. Volgasang going back to collective, but it's going to go for an icing call. So 5:35 now to go in the second. Jackets still with a 2-1 lead after killing off in 4 minutes, 5-minute penalties. So we're going to have McInhill, Olsgaard, and Kohlhaas out there along with Myers and Dash. Puck goes down to McInhill. Still tied up under there. Kohlhaas able to get it free. She goes back to the backboards. It's going to be Hawks trying to clear it out. They send it in the air up to the midboards. Nice Dallas there to drop low to beneath that puck. And now she takes that one behind the back of the net. Jackets trying to keep this in on the opposite side now as Hawks are able to play that through. That gets skates through a couple of defenders. Hawks trying to make a pass toward the net. Can't quite get it through, and it's into the skates of Myers. Myers able to clear it momentarily to the side, and now it's going to be on the stick of McInhill. McInhill clearing up the Kohlhaas. Kohlhaas doesn't quite make it out, and now it's going to be on Myers' stick. Meyer going to send it the link that is going to go for an icing, it appears. So we will get a whistle and a defensive face-off here for the Jacket. 4:44 to go in the second. So we did get a nice cut last game between periods. I'm not sure if that will be an effect this game. So stay tuned. Jacket puck down. McCorsick tries to clear it out, goes into the skates back behind the net, and it's going to be Gutfall up to Svensson. Svensson with a nice outlet to Dar, and Dar's now going to take that one down the ice. He turns on the Jets, got some traffic there, sends it over to Sullivan. Sullivan almost able to complete that, and that's going to be cleared out by the Hawks, I think, and now it's Laporte able to collect it and neutralize, trying to send it up to Sullivan, but Hawks going to battle that one into the Jackets territory, and a quick shot goes right into the breadbasket of the Gramonti, and we'll get another whistle here. 4:12 to go in the second. Looks like Jackets are going to get 5 fresh skaters here. It's going to be a little Flaherty, Ori, LaRoche line along with Vogelsang and Mullet out on defense. That goes down, picked up by Ori. Ori looking for an outlet. She's going to send that one trickling out of zone, caught at the red line by the Hawks, and now that one is going to sent back in. Vogelsang collects it. Going to take it behind the Jackets net, horseshoe it around, looking for LaRoche over there up the side. LaRoche trying to play that one out, gets caught by the Hawks, though. Hawks looking for the middle of the ice. And it's McInhill there still fighting for that one. Or sorry, LaRoche still fighting for that one. And Hawks resettling and neutralize. Hawks bring that one in, but picked up there by Ori. Ori able to quickly clear that one out. Hawks send it in again. Lampe shoveled that one off to the side, and Jackets again trying to clear this out. Mullet trying to take it weak side, but changes their mind there. Goes over to LaRoche, but it's back on the stick of Mullet, and now Mullet's going to try for Ori. Ori tries to pick it up. She's got a lot of traffic, and now she is able to clear it out. She's looking for Flaherty, I believe, as Jackets are just meeting quite a bit of traffic here in the middle of this ice, and no icing on that one. I think there was contact. Vogelsang now again to pick it up. She sends that one over to Ori. Ori looking for an outlet to the middle. Ori just going to take that one, trying to hit Flaherty, I think, but she got tied up, and that one is going to go for another icing call here. So 2:49 to go here now in the second. That goes down to Dar, picked up by Myers. Myers sends it over to Douse. Douse putting on the Jets, trying to get to that one, and just going to send it back over to Dar. Dar again moving the opposite side of the net, trying to hit Thomas, going right to the middle of the ice. Hawks trying to get a shot off, and Hawks still kind of bouncing here as Jackets trying to get some possession. Clark now trying to get that one clear from the zone as it's going to trickle back in farther. Picked up by Douse. Douse sends that one down. Not going to be an icing as Hawks going to collect it back in neutral ice. They're back in their own zone, playing it forward. Douse able to pick that up, looking for Clark. Clark trying to move that one forward, and it's going to be Dar now trying to honestly no possession. Let's just say that. But Dar doesn't have it on his stick. Sends it over to Clark. Clark trying for the shot from the wide of the net, and Thomas now trying to keep it in, but BlueWater Hawks going to be moving back. Defensive line change here. It's Laporte gets a stick on it. Gutschall might get a stick on it, but still gets the shot off, and it's Vermonti's leg patch that gets the final save there. Another shot comes in, and she's able to read that one right into the chest, and we'll get another whistle with 1:39 to go in the second. That goes down. Hawks with a quick shot. That one goes horseshoeing around quick, and it's going to be Oldguard trying to get to there first. Hawks shoots behind, goes behind the back of the Jackets net again. Hawks looking for the center here. Laporte on the defense. Going to slide around, and it's going to be Gutschall who picks it up. Gutschall looking up for Tollhouse. She gets tied up on the boards. Tollhouse in there to help as well as Hawk hasn't popped loose yet. Gutschall pulls off, and Hawk though looking for the front of that net. Trickler and Love's cover by Vermonti. 1:09 to go in the second. Puck down to McInhill. That one comes back to the blue line for the Hawks. Hawks looking for to send that one to the front of the net. Picked up by Mullet though. Mullet able to clear it out along with McInhill. McInhill trying to get it over to Old Guard, but Hawks able to turn this one around 2-on-1 here and cleared off the stick by Mullet. Jackets still trying to clear this one out here is Hawks looking for an offensive opportunity. McEnhill trying to get that one off the stick along with Old Guard. And that puck is going to come free. It's going to be sliding on the ice. No icing call. Jackets are going to change out some personnel. House, the one giving chase here, trying to tie that one up. Benson off the bench into assist now, along with Voldesing, Mullet, and Dar still out there. We're going to have a whistle now for a tied up puck, I suppose. What's it called? Those tied up pucks here. Looks like the Jackets with their full line change now. With Myers and Dallas, along with Dar Sullivan and Spenson. Puck down, gets flung in the air, picked up by Sullivan. Sullivan sends it to Dar. Dar's behind the net, looking for Spenson right in front. Slips through the skates. Dallas there to collect it, sends it down the boards, and it's going to be Hawks trying to clear that one out. Drop passes it down, and that is going to be down the length of the ice. It's going to be an icing, but it does not matter because that's the end of the period. And hopefully we get a nice cut. Possibly. We get a nice cut. Now we're doing ice cut. We'll be back.
I don't know if I should cut it or not. I don't know if I. Shows how to do.
Yeah, I would just keep it running and just like I would just set it down.
Okay.
But keep it running. That way it's all the same stream.
Yeah. That's tired.
I bet.
You sound good.
Oh, I said that's like oh that's so bad. So I'm out of practice.
I thought it was good. I might learn it.
Yeah. Oh, it is still picking up sound. So don't talk about how much you think the sound.
Actually, it wasn't bad. Did you see it? Not good.
Oh, about, you know what you mean. I think couldn't fix it. Dude, I got it from Amazon. Yeah, bro. Do you really? Crazy. Saw it. I literally
She's watching. She's like, who is talking to you? And I was like, she's like, she doesn't break things. She's not always blessings. And then she grabbed this whole bag of this.
I did. I told I was sitting, I was like in Christmas season. I was like 3, 4, 7, 9, 10, 12, 13, like 17, 19, 12. Like to name all of them in order. He's like, did you know the names? He's like,
Stages.
oh, I do know all the names. I got them all. Because I remember what happened last season, and like I put like get the mic, and I'm like, it's people are on the ice. There are people out there. Yeah, like. Back rub after this. Now you gotta be ready for the job when you have to switch between the videos. You got this. Yeah, how hard can it be? What he needed to do though was pick a tall cameraman. That was his mistake. He didn't have a tall cameraman last year either. And like putting the cameras up on the end, well, that's a big job. Like literally a tall job.
Yeah.
So
Okay, there we go. We're on.
Rome is like a true.
All the fans.
Rockets taking the ice for the third period here against the BlueWater Hawks. You just tuning in. Jackets leading this game 2-1. Took the first game against the Double X 4-3. So Jackets going to send Dar, Sullivan, and Svensson out here. One with Myers and Douse on the back end for Monty still in goal here. Puck going to come back to Myers. Myers going to take it up, gets past the red line, and chucks that one in. Hawks on the chase. Hawks going to get there first, trying to play that one up the midboards. Dar there to meet it. Sullivan now trying to play that one into Svensson. Svensson able to pick it up. Time for the wraparound. Slides up the stick there, and that's going to be Dar trying to keep this one in the zone. And Dar able to send that one down to the weak side. Sullivan picks it up, looking for Svensson in front of the net, defended well. And Hawks now playing that up the boards. Caught at the blue line by Douse. Douse battling to keep that one in, and Svensson trying to help out, gets the stick on it. Svensson sends it back to the middle for Sullivan. Another quick shot going wide behind the net. Myers again picking it up at the blue line, chucks that one in for Sullivan. Sullivan behind the net, looking for Dar in front. She's going to type her the other direction. She hits Dar. Dar with a quick backhanded shot goes off the pads of the goalie. And Svensson again trying to make contact up again to Douse. Douse looking for a clear lane. She tries to make some space for herself. And since that one on the boards, it's going to be the Hawks getting full contact on the puck, and they're going to piece of ice that. Get some breathing room. Good quick start here for the Jackets in this third period. 13:50 now to play this game. I'm going to change the personnel out as we're going to have Ori, Flaherty, and LaRoche out, along with Bogasing and Mullet on defense. Puck goes down. Goes out to the Hawks player. Hawks trying to clear this one out quick. Outlet pass broken up by Bogasing. Bogasing now going to turn that the other way. She takes that across the blue line, gets a quick shot off, but that goes right into the glove of the Hawks goalie. We'll get another offensive zone face off here for the Jackets. No personnel changes. Flaherty still to take that face off. Gets underneath, tries to send it over to Ori. Ori able to pick that up. She's going to horseshoe that around the boards. LaRoche back behind the net to retrieve, looking for the center of the net. Swiped by the Hawks. Hawks with a nice outlet pass. Mullet on the defense there. Looks like she's going to draw a penalty for that defensive move. And Bogasang there to make contact with the puck. And Jackets are going to go on the penalty kill here with 13:22. Mullet going to go in for. Looks like they're going to call that a trip. Gutfeld and McCorchick going out here on the defense. Sullivan and Dar as well as Jackets try to maintain this lead here. Puck's going to drop to Dar. Dar sends it up. Hawks send it back to the blue line, drop it back down to the midboard. Sullivan able to clear that up. Dar trying to get this puck free. And Sullivan able to get it a final poke as that's going to slide into the Hawks zone. Hawks now trying to regroup in their own space, back across the zone into neutral ice. Gutschall going to get chased. She picked that one up, trying to play that one forward to Dar. Gets caught up on the boards. Hawks find some space and send that up to the blue line. Trying to go for a D-to-D pass, I think. And Dar just is everywhere on the defense here. Hawks now again on the boards. Get it behind the net, looking for the front. And she's going to send that up to the blue line instead, but defended well by Sullivan, and that's going to slide the end into the ice. Sullivan looking for a shorty, I think, but she gets beat to the puck there. Sullivan, though, still picking it up. She sends one toward the net and hits the post, and Hawks there to collect it behind their own net. Jackets changed out some personnel while Sullivan was making some noise, and that's Flaherty out on the ice, along with Myers. Myers with a great poke check there as Hawks again looking for the front of the net and try to backhand toward the front, picked up by Douse. Douse looking for an outlet here as she's going to take that one in to neutralize herself. Douse now going to go the full length of the ice, taking it all the way to the opposite side, right wing side, looking for the front. Defended well. LaRoche was there, but she had two on her, and Hawks now going to take this one back into the neutral territory. Flaherty back on defense as Douse was the one to take that one in. Myers to pick it up. Myers tries to send that out, able to get that one cleared beautifully between the sticks of a couple of Hawks players. Hawks again back to collect it up. 12 seconds left on this penalty. Hawks regrouping and just neutralize as they trade out their personnel. Trying to draw Dar, I believe. But Dar making some waves there as single-handedly trying to keep the Hawks pinned as Jackets are now back to full strength. Puck goes the length of the ice, and it is going to be an icing call on the Hawks as Jackets are back to 5-on-5 hockey here. So full house McInhill Olsgaard out as the forward position. Hey. Dar not quite clear on the ice, picking up there, but got Laporchik and Gutschall back on defense. McInhill is going after that one behind the net, slides over up to the wing position. Hawks able to clear that out. Laporchik goes for it. Gutschall able to pick it up. Hawks though going to cross into the Jackets zone. Puck slides behind the Jackets net, picked up by Gutschall. Gutschall looking for an outlet, trying to get it over to Olsgaard, but it's going to slide the opposite direction now. Laporchik picks it up. Laporchik trying to clear that one out. Hawks turn it around on her though, and Hawks catch that at the blue line to try to send that one in again. Gutschall going behind the net. Misses. They send that one to the front again. Hard shot. Laporchik barely able to get his shoulder in front of that. As back behind the net again is that puck, and we're going to get a whistle as puck was stuck there behind the net. Great defense by Laporchik to keep that puck from going in. Clark, Dar, and Thomas out, along with Volgasang and Mullet. Quick shot there from the blue liner, and easy glove save by Ramonte. As we're going to have to rinse and repeat that faceoff here. 10:22 to go in the third. Puck goes down again. Hawk trying to fight it for the net right off the bat. Jacket's able to clear it from the front quickly, but blue liner sends it back in. Falling attempt there as now a hard shot comes in, deflected by one of the Jackets defensemen. Puck still loose, but the net comes loose as well, and we will get another whistle. 10:06 go in the third. Jacket's going to change all 5 skaters here. So we've got Roche, Flaherty, and Ori, along with Mullet or Myers and Douse on defense. Hawks playing it down the left wing boards, back up to the left to the defenseman, and Hawks trying to loop that around the top of the circle, and that's going to slip behind the net. Hawks there to retrieve it though. Hawks looking for the front again. Crossing pass doesn't connect, and that is going to slide the link. Hawks are going to be the first to retrieve that puck. Ori and LaRoche on deep or on the back check here. Puck goes to the length of the ice, and it's not going to be an icing, so Myers going to have to put her speed boost on. Myers there to get there first, but Hawks trying to attack here. Jackets trying to clear from the front of the net. Hawks send it back to the blue liner, and Jason were hard shot in, but read by Vermonti, and we'll get another whistle here. 9:09 to go in the final period. Puck goes down. Hawks with a quick shot, goes off the leg pads. Gutschall trying to defend along with Laporchik. Puck still loose in front of the net, and that's going to slide all the way to the side. Svensson trying to make a play on it. Svensson able to get herself free. She's got Sullivan there with her. Svensson looking for the path to the net, takes a shot, goes off the top of the net, I believe, and up and out of play. As a hard shot there. Did not hit the crossbar. I'm not sure. Hit something soft, deflected out of play, but we'll get an offensive zone face-off out of it here with 8:50 to go. Daria going to be down to take the face-off. Svensson and Sullivan out there with her. Svensson going to go after that one. Svensson tried to make a play on it. Hawks now going to try to get this one out. Jackets trying to keep it in. Goes over to the weak side, and three Hawks picking it up and neutralize. Hawks trying to move it in. They've got two on her, and Jackets able to get a clear on that. Puck slides in and hits a post, but no goal as that one gets behind the net. Hawks again on the attack here as Hawks slide behind the net, looking to find some space, trying to send that one up to a blue line and get a quick shot off. It goes right onto the stick of Dar, and Dar able to feed that quick to Sullivan. Sullivan and Svensson both on the attack here. Svensson able to get a hard shot off and or a backhanded shot off, but goes off the pads, and that Hawks taking it right back the other direction. McInhill and Volgasang trying to defend here. Hawks trying to play that to the middle. Svensson gets a stick on it. Kohlhaas is going to be able to get that one out of the zone. Kohlhaas still fighting for it. Hawks now going down in a silly penalty as Hawks lost an edge. It looks like Kohlhaas going to go to the box for it. I didn't see a trip, but I might be a little biased. So Jacket's going to be forced to kill off another penalty here. 7:48 to go. That goes down to Dar. She sends it down over to the corner. Myers picks it up, trying to send it out of the zone. That gets caught by the blue liner. Sullivan tries to attack on that, and now Myers going to be able to get it out, but caught again. Kept from going the length. Sullivan now trying to get a stick on it. Hawks get it clear, but they're going to be forced to regroup in their own zone. Hawks now bringing it down. Sullivan going to be the first attacker, and Hawks able to cross the blue line. He does a drop pass. Second girl coming in. A nice couple of passes put together, but beautiful goalie work there by Vermonti to keep that puck from back in the net. Picked up by Douse. Douse now trying to get a stick on it to clear that out. Hawks able to send that horseshoeing around to the weak side. Now it's Meyer able to pick it up. Meyer trying to clear it out, but a one off the bench able to get it. Sullivan though picks her pocket. Sullivan now with a one-on-one opportunity. Can't quite beat the defender, but able to kill quite a bit of time. Jackets changing a few legs here as Hawks, another one of those drop passes. Hawks looking again for the front of the net. Can't quite connect that pass, but they send it up to the blue liner. Jackets have changed some personnel. Gutschall and Lakorchik back out on defense now. Hawks again up to the blue liner. She just sends it horseshoeing again. Lifts an edge, and Gutschall is going to be able to send that one out. And we're going to get another time killing here. 40 seconds to go on this penalty as Hawks again try to regroup in neutral ice. Hawks now taking it across the blue line. Trying to drop pass again, I believe. LaRoche was on the defense there, and we're going to get an offsides call here on the Hawks as they tried to bring that one in. So 26 seconds to go in the Kohlhaas penalty. 6:14 to go in the game. And Jackets still trying to hold on to this precarious lead. Puck goes down. Hawks collect. Need a deep pass, and as they try to move through neutral ice. Quick pass forward as Olsgaard with some defense from behind there to knock that one off the stick. Olsgaard again trying to pick that up. Nice feeder pass there to McInhill. That was going to slide out and all the way across the ice. Hawks again forced to regroup. They take it back into their own zone, and Jackets are back to full strength here. Hawks play that forward. Able to prevent the icing. Mullet going to go back on the chase. Mullet sends it up to Kohlhaas. Kohlhaas sends it back to Bramonti, and Bramonti gets a quick cover on it. So Jackets are going to get a whistle. 5:38 to go. Back at full strength. So McInhill to take that face off. That one pops back to the blue liner for the Hawks. She doesn't have a shot since that one horseshoeing. It's going to be Myers pulling off the goal to collect that one in the corner. Gets back up to the opposite blue liner, but Olsgaard with great defense there at the blue line to knock that puck free. Kohlhaas now able to play it farther forward, and she's going to get chasing the Hawks zone. Hawks, though, able to play that one out quick. Douse, though, back on D to collect. Douse sends it quickly forward for Kohlhaas and McInhill, but Hawks there to collect and send it deep again. May from behind the Jackets goal. Trying to clear it out to Olsgaard. Quick shot by the Hawks goes wide of the net. And House now again on those sides, trying to clear this one out. Hawks catch it again at the blue line, but that's going to go to the stick of Douse. Douse able to ricochet that one off, and Hawks collect in neutral. Jackets get a couple of fresh skaters on. Hawks trying for that long pass up, but he played beautifully there by Douse, and Douse able to use the skate and the sticks to send that one down again, and we will get an icing call though on that. Nope, they waved it off, no icing, and Jackets change the personnel again, and as the Hawks come pushing down the ice, Hawks bring it into the Jackets zone, knocks off the stick there by a little bit of everyone, as Thomas and Lakorchik, I believe, are the ones that led the charge. And it's going to be a quick cover by Bramonti, and we'll get a whistle with a defensive zone face-off here for the Jackets. 4:21 to go in the period. Puck drop to Flaherty. Ori trying to pick it up quick, but that goes toward Gutschall. Gutschall sends it up to LaRoche. LaRoche tied up though, and Hawks again catch it at the blue line. Hawks taking it behind the back of the net. It's going to be Lakorchik who peels off for this one in the corner. Lakorchik trying to hit Ori. Abe Flaherty also circling the back there. And Jackets still just trying to muscle this one past the line. And it's going to come to the stick of Gutschall. Gutschall able to get it out to LaRoche. LaRoche trying to play it up past the red line and in. He gets it over to Flaherty. Flaherty up to Ori. And Jackets just trying to muscle this one, honestly. And that puck's going to pop free. 2-on-1 here as Jackets plays the defense on that. Gutschall was able to just poke that puck free and send it in deep. And it looks like we are going to have the Hawks go back to collect. 3:28 to play as Jackets get a full fresh 5 on. Hawks moving quick into the zone, but nice defense at the blue line by Vogelsing to tie her up. Beautiful leg there by Bramonti as a quick shot came in, and she was able to stop that one with the shin protector. Picked up by Vogelsing now behind the net again. Up to Bird. Bird able to get that one out. She's going to collect that on her stick and take it across neutral. She's got Sullivan. Sullivan and Svensson connect with a beautiful play there, trying to get this puck in. Couple of quick shots. Dar gets a shot off. Svensson gets a shot off. Sullivan gets a shot off. None of them go in, and it's going to be the Hawks now trying to take it back the other direction. Hawks trying to cross blue line. Great contact there by Mullet at the blue line to hold her up, and now Hawks take a shot, goes up over the net. Sullivan trying to get that puck free. Hawks defender drops low on the boards, and now it's going to be Sullivan able to pull that one out of the zone. Sullivan and Svensson again going down. Sullivan trying to play it around, but I think she just kind of ran out of gas on that. And Hawks taking it down across neutral ice again. Good defense there by Mackinhill, and she's able to knock that one free. Jackets just trying to hold on for 2 more minutes here as Olsgaard again on the attack here. Hawks trying to move that one through, but Meyer just past the red line, able to send that one all the way to the opposite side. Kills his precious seconds off the clock, and Olsgaard again down in the corner. Olsgaard in Full House circling for this one. As that ace going to pop free, go to the weak side. Hawk's going to be the first to that puck. She's going to send it looping back to where it was originally. And Meyer going to win the foot race over to the corner. Sends a quick one in, and Hawks going to be forced to cover that with 1:35 to go in this last period. So 1:35 to go. Jackets got Dar, Clark, and Thomas out here. Thomas now working that way. Sends that one toward the front of the net, and Hawks again forced to cover that. Clark was right there looking for the rebound. And we will rinse and repeat that faceoff. Only 4 seconds elapsed. Puck goes down to Dar again, tied up underneath. Hawks going to come away with it. Lakorchik tries to get a stick on it, keeping it in. And lost sight of the puck there for a second, and we'll get a whistle. I'm not sure where it even went, but we whistled it. And Jackets are going to take the opportunity, the whistle, to change the offense. So we got Flaherty, LaRoche, and Ori in there now. LaRoche trying to make a path toward the net. Picked up by the Hawks. Hawks now with it behind their own net. They send it up to the mid boards. Hawks trying to make that play out. They get it into neutral ice, and it's picked up by Korchik. Korchik with a quick wrist flick to get it right back where it started behind the Hawks net, and Hawks forced again to fight their way through traffic. Hawks, though, able to pick that one up in the center ice. Hawks with some speed moving down the ice. Korchik trying to make contact right at the net. Hawks, though, take it down into the Jackets zone. Hawks looking for an outlet. Beautiful defense, though, by LaRoche. LaRoche able to get a stick on that pass and try to prevent the Hawks from establishing themselves in the Jackets zone. Hawks again, though, coming down. Nice stick poke by Gutschall. He gets taken off her edge, and now it's going to be puck back out of the zone. Beautiful clear there by LaRoche again. Puck's going to go the length. 25 seconds left. No goalie for the Hawks. So 6 skaters to 5 as Hawks go for the last push. 18 seconds left. Hawks now moving it down the ice. It's picked up by Bogasang. Bogasang now able to share the on it. Dar now trying to keep this one from the Jackets zone. Douse back into the corner of the Jackets territory. Quick shot in toward the front of the net. And that will be time as the Jackets take the second win of the day versus the BlueWater Hawks 2-1. So 2 games, 2 wins for the start of the Jackets season. Both goalies collecting a win today. And we will be back here for tomorrow as we face the same 2 teams again.